All right. Uh, January 30th, 2026. It was a long day today again. Um, Not really much to remember for today, really. Uh, Woke up at 8 a.m., which was good. I started my day at 8. It's pretty good for me usually. I didn't have to get up out of bed at 9:45 and walk to calc with a beanie on. I walked to calc. When I woke up actually at 8 a.m., I got a text from one of the busters who worked at 11:30, and he's like, "Do you want my shift?" And I was like, "Well, let me think. I could either take his shift and make about $80, or there's a chance I don't take his shift and he calls in, which makes him closer to being fired, which might help me in the long run. Who knows?" But I woke up and I was like, "I'm gonna flip a coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin." And it was heads, and heads was I take the shift. So um, the shift was 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Light work. But before that, I had to go to calc. I actually learned stuff in calc today. I did all my notes and I was understanding it, which is good. Because I don't like calc at all. I don't even know why I have to take it for rocks. Um, but it is what it is. Still nice. And as soon as I got out of class at 11:20, walked all the way to Joe's and started my day. It was a good morning. Good people to work with. I guess the other busser I was working with was completely hungover, which makes sense because he wasn't really on top of his game today, and I had to carry the boat. But he got cut at like 1:30, so I was doing that shit by myself for about 2 hours, and I just got so hungry, and I couldn't tell if I wanted a healthy meal or a stupid fat chop meal that is really good. And I caved in. I caved in, and I got the chop meal. I didn't throw up though, so that's always a plus. And then the second half of the shift was tough. I mean, let's see how many steps I got. I don't even know how many steps I got today. If I had to guess, 25,000. And that's not including stairs, kegs, and bus tubs I ran today. And trash. Trash sucked. I ran trash in what feels like -3 degree weather. Um, but work was fine. It's just all a blur. Even if I work for almost 12 hours, it's just all a blur at the end of the day because it already happened. Nothing really crazy happened. I almost slipped and fell in front of a lot of people, but I didn't. So thank you, Jesus, for not helping me lose all my aura. Because that would have sucked. That would have sucked big time. I've already got a lot of things on my mind today. I mean, it was first day of being single, so I don't think I've told anyone. Honestly, the only person I've told is my roommate. So yeah, it just hasn't hit me yet. I guess. But really, the main topic of today, I feel like, is my future. Working almost 12 hours today made me think I'm meant for so much more than this. I'm meant more than a 9 to 5. I'm too good at my job. I'm too funny to work at Joe's, to work at a quarry. I'm in for something more. So I was kind of planning on, what can I do? What can I do to work for myself? And I've always kind of had this idea in the back of my head ever since COVID happened. We used to have a place called Orange Leaf here in Stillwater. And it was a froyo place, and you could add candy and all this stuff. And it was awesome. I mean, I always loved going there as a kid. But COVID killed it in 2020. And I think that maybe I should revive it. Every single person I've asked about Orange Leaf said they love it and miss it. If I put that on campus, I could really, really start something. And like, how many people would have to work that? If it's my business, I could work there 7 days a week. That's my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to feed others and make money off of it. And I was thinking of what Joe's does. They sell merchandise. They probably sell 2 times more merchandise than they do food. Merchandise also doesn't go bad. So maybe I need to start brainstorming on a froyo place that I can open up here in maybe Stillwater. Obviously, I have no clue where I'll get the money for that, though. I mean, I can't even think about buying a house. Imagine starting a company, starting a business. I know froyo expensive too. Like, I just know it is, especially now. But I know if I start it, I know it'll go well. I mean, I think so highly of myself sometimes. Like, at the moment, I think I could start it and make 10 other chains and become a very wealthy man off of said Orange Leaf. I don't know what I would call it. I obviously couldn't call it Orange Leaf or anything. But I really think I do have an idea here. It would be a really big risk, though. I mean, I could take a loan out with my 808 credit score, and it could flop. And then I'm tens of thousands of dollars in debt. But you know what? That's life, I guess. What's the point of life if you don't want to risk something? I don't want to live day to day anymore. I'm sick and tired of working just to not make enough money than what I should be making. If I start a business, how hard I work is how much money I get. Now, if I work at Joe's, I could work my ass off and still make the same as another person working the same job as me. I could do 10 folds the amount and they could still take home $60 in the pocket just like me. And I'm tired. I think I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being so good at my job. I just need to start my own thing. But then I also talked to one of my really good friends who also works at Joe's, and he's always been, he wanted to start a restaurant, He went to college for that stuff. I think he's still kind of doing college. I think he's like 22, 23 now. Still one of my very good dear friends. And he did say something that kind of did stick out. He said, I asked him, do you still want to open that restaurant? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, tell me more. And he said, I think if I were to open a restaurant, I wouldn't have time for family. So I feel like there's 2 paths for me in life. Path A could be, I'll get my degree in geology no matter what, but get my degree in geology, work at a national park, they pay for my master's, and then I go to a quarry and work there for the rest of my life and have a family, and most likely pay be paycheck to paycheck for the rest of my life. Or path B, start my own business, work almost every day, make a lot of money, don't have to worry about no one. I got no family. I just got me. Maybe I can be alone. Maybe I'm enough. Why need pussy when I'm on my own dick? I'm just surprised I have all this energy after working a very physically demanding job for 12 hours. I think I have a lot more into me than I think. It's been hard trying not to text the plug and get some gummies, though. But I know I'm better than that. I need to pass calc. Yeah, I passed physics and pre-calc last semester while on them. But I need to change my ways. Maybe for spring break, I'll let myself go. And for summer, at field camp, I'm going to be in Colorado. I mean, when in Rome. But I think for now, I need to focus on myself and my future. I can't be getting high and playing Red Dead and watching movies now that I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have another life I got to worry about. I just got to worry about me now. Um, so I did a lot. I mean, I did a lot of thinking today. Maybe I'll brainstorm tomorrow, and I'll come back with some crazy stuff. I do. I still work tomorrow at 3:45. That's it. It'll either be the best shift of my life or it won't. X works tomorrow. She might come up to me and talking about these chairs again. I'm gonna miss these chairs. I think I've already accepted that these chairs I won't see them next week. Which is gonna be tough, but it is what it is. I'm hungry though. I'm gonna go fuck up some nachos.